Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, I'm about to show you a nice one today. This is probably one of my favorite gas burners that I've ever had the privilege of shooting. I love the way it's laid out. I think you will too. This is a 2006 Winnebago Voyage Model 38J. 38 feet, 10 inches long overall, 3 power slide outs, low mileage with only 69,000 miles. And what I mostly like about this motorhome, besides the floor plan, is how well it's been treated, folks. This motorhome, it's probably as nice of one as you're going to find for an 11-year-old motorhome anywhere. The outside looks great. Of course, Winnebago, I own one myself. And, you know, they build 80% of their own parts. Other brands buy all aftermarket parts. So that means that every few years, if your RV's more than 10 or 12 years old, you'll have a hard time buying parts from the manufacturer. But not with the Winnebago. They carry parts all the way back to a 1968 model. And you're talking about a company that's been in business since 1955. This is one of the pioneering brands in the RV industry. The name Winnebago is synonymous with all Class A motorhomes. I know not as much now, but used to a few years ago. You told somebody you drove a Winnebago, that meant you drove a Class A motorhome. Didn't matter the brand. And folks, it's got all fiberglass roofs, so very little maintenance. It's got an incredible R factor. Winnebago is the first brand to actually build their own frames in-house, so the frame, just about everything on this motorhome is built by Winnebago. When I took their factory tours a few years back, one thing that's always stuck with me is that Winnebago actually builds motorhomes. They don't just put them together like other brands. They build the parts, they build the motorhomes. Folks, this unit's got 69,000 miles, got a 7% add for the low mileage on the NADA, and it's priced thousands of dollars under NADA base retail with no added options. This thing's got plenty of them, folks. In fact, I'm sure I'll miss a few of them going through it. It does have the optional power awning. All 3 slide outs have the slide toppers, washer and dryer. It's got a satellite system on the roof, and basement air. I mean, it's pretty well loaded, folks. It's even got a factory installed little walkie-talkie so you can keep up with your kids. All fiberglass exterior. There's no delamination. The full 25,000 basement air, which, believe it or not, is 73 degrees today, folks. I've got the basement air on. It's 40% more efficient than the dual rooftop units, and it's 10% quieter. Got a 5,500 watt awning generator with only 408 hours on it running right now, powering everything up in this coach. All fiberglass roof. You can see the corners aren't beat up. It's got the trailer tow package. It's built on the very desirable workhorse chassis. It's the W24. Got the Allison transmission, the 340 horsepower, 8100 Vortec V8, which in 2006 was by far the most powerful and torquey gas engine you could buy. And it'll tow 5,000 pounds or more very easily. So it's going to tow pretty much whatever vehicle you want to put behind it. 3 slide outs, all with awning toppers. Of course, it's got Winnebago's exclusive stow go system, which the slide out has the storage trays that come out with it, so you don't have to bump your head. I mean, you can see for yourself, folks, the exterior for 11-year-old motorhome's just immaculate. And I love the interior. It's got the rear view camera system with the 3 separate cameras. It's got the driver's side door. The windshield looks perfect. Now, folks, I know this is a 2006 model, but I'm going to tell you, I promise you, you look at 100 2006 models, this is definitely going to be in the top 5 or better. Of course, you got the Winnebago, got the little chrome grille on the front. Good looking motorhome, folks. Got everything you need and nothing you don't. And what I like about it too, I mean, I know this 11-year-old motorhome, but look at this striping and finish. The people who's had this thing's obviously kept it undercover. Because, you know, you look at most 11-year-old motorhomes, they're faded, chalky on the outside, or the stripes are peeling. This is a nice motorhome, folks. It was $141,000 new according to NADA. I've got it for $49.9 with low miles. Folks, that's $90,000 in savings that we're saving you and selling you a nice motorhome, and also comes with a 90-day nationwide limited warranty and a major systems check by our certified RV techs, which I have no doubt in my mind this motorhome's going to pass with flying colors. Got the triple power steps, they work great. Over here on the side, like I said, you've got the walkie-talkies, all 4 of them are in there. Battery cutoff switches are right here in an easy spot. But look at this floor plan, folks. I love this floor plan. Unusual, you don't see them. But look how open this floor plan is. I mean, the living area in this thing is massive, folks. This table, of course, slides in and out with the slide out. It's got chairs. It's got a little bar area, so you could actually take this table out entirely and just sit up to the bar for 2 people. Books and manuals are included. HD TV. All LED interior lighting. I mean, this is a nice motorhome, folks. Now, folks, let me go ahead and get this disclaimer out of the way. This is a 2006 model. As I mentioned earlier, it was $141,000 new, so we're saving you right at $90,000 in savings. That $90,000 in savings comes with a price that everybody has to pay, whether they're buying from us, from another dealer, or for sale by owner. And that price you pay, in this case, is that everything on this coach is 11 years old. And it is 11 years worth of age, 11 years worth of use. The upholstery, the carpet, the interior, the exterior, the appliances, everything in this coach is 11 years old and has 11 years worth of age and use. So it's not new, folks. Now, as far as, like I said earlier, as far as a used 11-year-old motorhome's concerned, it's one of the nicest you're going to find on the market, especially considering what I'm selling it for. But it is used. It's going to have imperfections. It's going to have faded spots. It may have worn spots. It may have torn spots, bumps, dings, scratches, dents. So, some of the stuff in here, we'll have to fix. But it is a used motorhome. And if imperfections bother you folks, and if you're the kind of buyer that's always purchased new cars, new construction homes, or built your homes, be honest with you, a used RV may not be a smart choice for you. Now, you can ask everybody that in this country, in the world, that's ever bought a used RV and ask them why they bought used over new. They're going to tell you the same answer. To save money. Point and check. $141,000 new. Here it is for $49.9 with under 70,000 miles, with years, possibly decades worth of life left to it, for a third of what it costs new. And it includes a warranty. Now, if you're the kind of buyer, like I said, that's always purchased new cars, new houses, your best bet to make you happy, if you're picky and you don't understand the imperfections that come with buying a used RV, your best bet's going to be to go buy a new 2017 Winnebago. They're about $170,000, $180,000. That way you get new just like you've always bought. Now, for those of you who understand what used is, and the concept of buying a used RV is you buy the imperfections with that, then that goes hand in hand with the $90,000 you're saving. Now, when we go through these things, folks, we don't make them brand new. We concentrate on the major systems. In other words, the functionality. When you take this thing to the campground, we want to make sure these slide outs work. We want to make sure the motorhome runs and drives good. We want to make sure your air conditioner works, your refrigerator works, your furnace, your heat pump. We want to make sure your sofa makes a bed. We want to make sure your microwave and oven and stovetop work. We want to make sure that the plumbing works with no leaks. We want to make sure your furnace, your water heater. In other words, folks, we concentrate on the functionality of the motorhome. The awning, we make sure it works and it's in good shape. We don't cover cosmetics, folks. We wash it, we clean it. That's pretty much all we do to the cosmetics, because the cosmetic imperfections is part of buying an 11-year-old motorhome. So don't come in here expecting it to be new. It is very nice for a 2006 model motorhome. And like I said, folks, I've been around these things 20 years. Like I said, if you looked at 100 2006 Winnebagos, this is going to be in the top 5 or better. Somebody's really taken care of it. This is the original carpet. It looks great. The original headliner looks great. I don't see any water stains, any watermarks. I've got the generator running. The basement air is ice cold. It's got the optional electric heat pump. The previous owners have upgraded the TVs to HDs in the bedroom and up here. And this is a nice motorhome. So, but like I said, it is 11 years old. Please don't forget that. Back to the tour. Winnebago's exclusive power sofa. This has got a patent. This makes a full-size queen bed. The bottom tray folds out. You push the button on the side of the sofa. It folds down flat, and you've got a full-size queen bed right here. HD TV, like I said, this table stores up against the wall, and you can take it out entirely. There's all your books and manuals. You can check the NADA if you want to. Now, folks, let me explain this real quick about the NADA. Most dealers, I'm always tell people to be wary about people who show NADAs in their advertising. Because the only way to properly show how good of a bargain you got is to show the NADA without adding any options. Even though this has a satellite, the washer and dryer, the patio awning, the bigger refrigerator and everything, you could add probably $10,000 worth of legitimate options. But most people that add options add for the air conditioner. They add for the furnace. They add for the water heater, the stovetop, the microwave. They add for stuff that no matter how much money you had in 2006 when you bought this thing new, you couldn't get it without all those options. So why they add to it now, I do not know. So you'll notice when I show an NADA, it's always going to be the base NADA and then adjusting for the mileage. That being said, NADA, and you can see for yourself, I just printed it today, 2/20/17, 2006 Winnebago Voyage 38J Workhorse. Listed price new in 2006 was $145. 7% add for low miles. That's it, folks. Average retail $57,780. Now, like I said, folks, I can add the legitimate options that are on this, and it'll probably have close to a $70,000 book value. But when there's no need to add all that when you see how far it is under NADA base retail. Now, anytime a dealer has, or for sale by owner has one of these in their ad, only look at the average retail and adjusting for the mileage. That's it. That's what you go by, folks. That's how you know you're getting a good buy. And most dealers would never show an NADA without adding options in any of their ads, but we're not most dealers, folks. We've got the lowest prices on the internet, hands down, and I prove it every day. Of course, I've got a copy of the original sales brochure, so anybody that comes looks at this in person can read all the particulars about it. It is a fiberglass roof. It's a very strong, and I do this on all Winnebago, folks, because you can punch the roof of every brand, make, and model RV out there. And anytime you punch a roof that hard in a Fleetwood, even some of the holidays and stuff like that, you're going to notice that the roof's going to give. It's going to squeak. I've seen light lenses fall out. Not on a Winnebago. When you punch the roof on the inside of a Winnebago, it's like punching a carpeted brick wall. And that's why people are still using Winnebagos from the 70s. The weak part of any RV is always going to be the roof. And their roof system is second to none. Fiberglass roof, very little maintenance. My Winnebago, it takes me less than 30 minutes a year just to recaulk around the skylight and the seams. Anything stuck through the roof like the antenna, that's all you have to do. And since this has a basement air, you don't even have to worry about sealing around the air conditioner. So Winnebago, in my opinion, in its class, there's none better. Even the other brands I have out here on the lot, folks, Winnebago is definitely my first pick. Now, up front, 69,000 miles. It's got the HWH jack system. It's got the hydraulic slide-out system by Lippert Components. And actually, Winnebago's engineers designed the slide-out systems just for Winnebago motorhomes. They got a patent on it. They're built exclusively for Winnebago motorhomes by Lippert. Winnebago builds their own metal frames. This is all steel frames, aluminum and steel. Very safe, very sturdy. Winnebago wasn't happy with the quality they were getting from the aftermarket vendors on their frames. So they started building their own frames. They spent multi-millions of dollars building a factory just for the frames. You've got real Corian countertops. You've got a microwave convection oven combo, and it's got the grill to go, which is very, very handy because, you know, you drive all day to get to where you're going. You get set up at the campground. You want something to eat for supper. Last thing you want to do is have to jump in something to go eat, or fool with a charcoal or electric grill. All you got to do is just pop you a couple of burgers, a couple of pieces of chicken, vegetables, whatever you want on there. Cook it on the convection setting, and you actually make a grill that will cook a piece of meat in just a few minutes. I mean, I actually put one of those in my Winnebago. It didn't have one, and I love it, folks. I use that more than I use my stovetop and oven. This unit has the stove top, so you can bake up here. This is an electric oven and a microwave, and you can, of course, you've got your oven top here. That's all real solid surface countertops. And I like the fact that you got a really nice sized kitchen, especially with these countertop extenders. You get a lot of food prep area. Got the nice backsplash. It's got the upgrade 12 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. And this right here is as big as you're going to get, and this is as big as many house refrigerators. And it's got the optional ice maker, which we're going to make sure all this works, and it's already getting cold, so obviously it works, but our techs are going to check it on gas and electric just to make sure. Winnebago's information center, I like the fact they have everything in one spot. You've got your electric water heater switch right here, your generator switch, 409 hours, your levels test, your water heater, your water pump. It's got your power share so you can control, like if you're hooked into 30 or you're adapted down to 20 amp. It does have a 50 amp hookup, but in case you have to adapt down to 30 or 20, this right here will more efficiently run all your appliances. It does have a inverter, which is an option, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, this is your True Air. This is made for Coleman, just for Winnebago products. And this is a 25,000 BTU basement air conditioner. And it's also doubles as an electric heat pump as well. So you've got gas and electric heat in here, depending on whether you're hooked up to power or generator, shore power or not. And like I said, 40% more efficient than the dual rooftop air conditioners and 10% quieter. It's got the surround sound directional speakers. They've got all LED lighting in here. This should be your pantry. Should have a slide out pantry. Let's see if I can operate this one-handed. You know, they don't scrimp and cut corners, folks. Winnebago, of course, when you buy these new, a Winnebago is going to cost a little bit more than your average brand. But you get what you paid for, and that's a high quality RV, folks. I mean, $141,000, that's as much as many diesels were in 2006. Solid pocket door for maximum privacy. Really nice walk-through bathroom right here. You've got the glassed-in shower. Vanity area. Of course, you've got the seat that folds up and down. Skylight, and you can look around the skylight. That's the #1 place you want to look at, because if they haven't kept their roof maintained, you're going to see water stains up there. But there are no water stains, no soft spots. Nice stand-up neo-angle shower, garden shower with the glass surround. Vanity area, big medicine cabinet. So there you can see your LED lights. French door leading into your toilet closet, and you can actually open this French door up all the way, and it'll give you a privacy screen as well as that sliding pocket door as well. So kind of a dual purpose privacy screen. Of course, your towel rack, upgrade porcelain RV toilet. Again, folks, always look around your vents, make sure there's no water stains. There's none of that in here. This has been a well cared for motorhome. It does have the optional washer and dryer combo. It probably has not been used very much, but it has one. Queen Island bed in the back. Let me show you. Got a really nice thick premium mattress in great shape, no stains, anything like that. Of course, you've got his and her reading lamps. You got another HD TV in here. Let my camera focus. Nice little get ready area right here. Big closets, and these should be lighted if memory serves me. Yep, got lighted closets. You know, lots of storage in here. There's storage underneath the bed, all this drawer space. I like the fact you got plug-ins on each side of the bed. A lot of manufacturers don't do that, but that way you can plug in cell phone chargers or whatever. I know people, you know, if you've got CPAP machines and stuff like that, that's a nice feature to have as well. I'm going to tell you, folks, I mean, this is a nice, clean motorhome. And like I said, for an 11-year-old motorhome, this one's going to be hard to beat, especially for this price. You saw the NADA retail, $57,900. That's no, and you got to realize that's no options. That's not including the value of the 90-day nationwide warranty. That's not including the value of the inspection by our certified RV techs. You know, this is, I honestly say, this is probably one of the nicest gas burners that I've had as far as condition and the way it's been taken care of. And folks, let me just put it to you this way. The first serious buyer that sees this motorhome in person is going to buy it. I have no doubt in my mind about that. This is a nice motorhome. It's nicer than most 06s you're going to see on the market today. It's priced less than most 06s you're going to see on the market today. Keep in mind, folks, that price is $49,900. That's a haggle-free price. That's an out-the-door price. It's not $49,900 plus $5,000 in fees like most other dealers charge, like dock fees and prep fees and all that junk, folks. It's $49,900 out the door. We've been doing this for over 49 years. We're one of the largest, oldest, and most successful independently owned, family-operated used RV dealerships in the United States today. We sell 500 to 600 used units a year. We've got over 170 in stock and more arriving every day. We've got more in-stock selection of used RVs, campers, and fifth wheels than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. Folks, we have great long-term financing available up to 180 months with approved credit. And folks, we've got a great selection. I promise you, if you don't find what you're looking for here, you don't need it. We've got a great selection, and this one right here, folks, I look to sell in the next 48 hours. I'm going to make a prediction, 48 to 72 hours after being posted online. This is just that nice of a motorhome. It's that much under book value. And like I said, it's this is a motorhome that the first serious looker, the first serious buyer that sets foot in this motorhome is going to buy it. I mean, I literally am trying to look for stuff that's wrong with it, and I can't even find a lot that doesn't work. And this is something that somebody is going to use. It's going to last them for a long time. It's going to save you a lot of money. And when you tell your friends and family what you paid for this, they're not going to believe you, because this honestly feels like a $75,000, $80,000 motorhome when you're looking through it. You look at all the amenities and the options it has, and it's hard to believe you can buy a motorhome like this with low miles and a warranty for under $50,000. But here it is. $49,900. That's a haggle-free. All of our prices are haggle-free, so you don't have to worry about days negotiating. You know, because you got to realize, folks, these other dealers that negotiate prices, whatever they knock off for the price, they add right back in those thousands of dollars worth of fees. And all those fees are 100% dealer profit. 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. Dock fees, prep fees, processing fees, freight fees, tag fees, title fees, all those fees are 100% dealer profit. And don't fall victim to them, folks, because it's just a scam to get you to pay more money by disguising the profit as extra fees. That's why anytime you're looking at an RV at an RV dealership, you know the advertised price, but save yourself the time, the hassle, call ahead, get an out-the-door price, because you're going to be shocked when that out-the-door price is several $1,000s higher than the advertised price. Our prices are out the door. Everything you see is out the door plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident. All out-of-state residents will pay their sales tax when they tag and title this motorhome in their home state at their local DMV office. Unless you finance it, if you finance it, the banks that we go through may require you to finance your state sales tax in with the loan. That's just a case-by-case basis. You get a 45-day temporary tag included for $49.9. You get a full walkthrough by one of my RV technicians included for $49.9, a free starter kit with all your camping essentials, destructional DVDs, and much more. $49.95 out the door. No commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks. Nationwide delivery. We can help you arrange that, folks, and we offer free local delivery within 100 miles. This is a motorhome that somebody's going to fly in 2,000 or 3,000 miles from the West Coast to buy, or from New York or Canada. Folks, we've sold to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales from Alaska and Hawaii. We've sold a couple of thousand motorhomes, campers, and fifth wheels to buyers from Canada, coast to coast. We've sent numerous overseas to England, Italy, Australia, and the Netherlands. And all of this, folks, is due to our low prices. Compares to any dealership for sale by owner on the internet. Look at how much you get for the out-the-door price. You don't have to pay $2,000 or $3,000 for a warranty. We include it for the lowest price on the internet, and much more, folks. No games, no gimmicks, no fees, no commission salespeople, no pressure. 49 years in business, selling 500 to 600 used RVs a year, folks. Obviously, we've got it nailed down pat, and you're going to love us when you deal with us, folks. We're going to be the place you come to from now on. After you buy one from us, we're going to be your dealer for life. We're going to be the place you send your friends and family to buy their RVs. That's how you run a successful business for almost half a century, folks. Keep your prices fair. Cut out all the games, the gimmicks, and just cut out all the stress that comes with buying a used RV. Give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website is parkway rv center.com. Over 100